Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video for this game. I streamed it on Twitch for a while, but I really liked it. It's called Forced Showdown, and it's basically like an arena-based twin-stick shooter with a lot of roguelike elements. The locations and the enemy types are randomized. It's also a card-based game, so you have to choose like which deck you bring in, and obviously you build your deck. These are the two characters that are available that I can show you right now because this is a pre-release. Volko is a melee character, and Squire of Light is a ranged character. You also have two companions. I don't know why you would want to use this guy, but I use Brutus, the big guy. And you're basically on like a game show, kind of. And you're trying to progress. You have to continually beat series of levels to progress further and further in the game into the like game show. There are cameras following you while you're playing, and work your way up toward mid-level bosses and then high-level bosses.
Welcome to yet another exciting round of Forced Showdown, the only show in the galaxy with lives on the line. As always, the rules are that the contestant must fight his way through numerous titans, earning points along the way. Tonight's show will be The Crucible. At the end of the
So this is The Crucible. It's the first of, I think there are 3 big level sets available. I can only play The Crucible. Well, I can play all of them, but I can only show The Crucible for right now. So here's my character. And then we have to beat 2 of these 4 levels. So like, you can see each of these give a randomized battle thing. Like a little, like, I don't know what Endless Supplies is. Let's do Endless Supplies. When you play 2 cards in one card phase, gain a random consumable card. Okay. So if you're familiar with Hearthstone, it's a very similar process to how you play your cards. You play them at the beginning of each level. And after each level, you gain 1 mana, which means you can use higher powered cards. And then eventually you can just use some like super powerful cards.
Decision in coming here.
Like I'll just keep those. Like here's mana boost, mirror match, paranoid, and then there's the mana value is 4 on that one, so I can't use that till round 4, presumably.
play cards.
So at the beginning of the round I have 1 mana. I could use my mana boost, but I'm not going to. And then basically you want to eliminate the enemies using the. It has twin stick shooter controls. That's my basic attack. And that's it. Well, some of the levels are longer, some of them are shorter. If you take a positive variant, then you get more enemies. If you take a negative variant, then you get less enemies. So like right now we're going to go ahead and use Mirror Match, which will go over here. So we have 3, we can use this 3 times. It will summon an ally from the current world. And you can see the cameras there following us. Your minion, there's one of my abilities, which is just a huge AoE burst of damage. I also have this, which gives me 2 seconds of invulnerability. And those blue orbs that I'm collecting are like, they're just, I think they're just called points, but the more points you collect, if you're able to defeat the boss at the end of this, you probably will get enough points to gain a boon, which is permanent to this run, but not permanent to your character overall. So we have 3 mana. We're going to take Paranoid, which is start every arena with a shield. Now if you stack a second version of Paranoid on there, then you gain a shield 10 seconds after your first one goes down. Now there's a health drop. You want to always pick up those points because you want to get as many boons as possible, obviously.
Play cards.
And we have 4 now, so we'll take Reflective Shield, which is every time we use our Protective Shield, it will deal 20 damage and knock back all enemies that are around us. I tend to just follow the minion, and that way he's kind of a meat shield. So you can see some of them are very quick and easy. It also, a lot of it depends on your build. You can get very lucky with the cards and get a strong build, or you can kind of get screwed. We have 5. Let's take Shock Helmet. That will make it so that every time an enemy hits us, it will hit everyone around us for 30 damage. And we'll use Squire Puff, which is if we keep this guy alive through this entire round, we'll gain 15% damage. Make you and all allies. And since I used 2 cards, because of the variant in this, I got another card here, so we'll go ahead and use that. That gives us another consumable. So we have 3 uses that will give us 3 seconds of complete immunity, which would probably be wise to save for the boss fight. And I just wasted my ability there. And you can see like the big enemy meter up there that tells you how close you are to ending the level. Okay, so now we have 6, so we can do quite a bit. Now this will add 1 second of invulnerability to our Guardian Light ability, which will give us 3 seconds total. And then this will up us to 60% chance when we're hit. And we got a new card, which is the Nuke. I haven't actually used that one yet, which destroys all minions. I don't know if that's just kills every enemy on screen. That would be pretty powerful.
You've lived long enough.
I'm not a fan of these guys. I do not do well against them for some reason. As you can see, I took a 1 hit there and lost 20 health. Okay, I really like this card, which is Ooh Shiny. It gives you a random upgrade card and removes 2 of the mana cost from it. So like Dynamic Entry, which I don't even think we can use that one. So I don't even think we have Rush. I think that's for another character, actually. So let's use the Nuke, which will give us a collectible there, which we have 1 use of. I'm using a controller. It's recommended that you use keyboard and mouse. But I'm using an Xbox One Elite controller, and it plays really, really well.
Take this.
If you see something with a yellow health bar, it means you don't have to kill it, but it probably is advisable to if you can, just because why wouldn't you? You don't really gain anything from clearing every enemy, but you do have to clear every red enemy. But presumably the faster you can get through these levels is the better. We have reached the boss now, this section. Let's use Brofist Power Glove, I guess, which is charge to your companion and unleash a Shock Nova. We're completely healed, so we don't need that. We'll use this. I don't know what it is, but... And this is Duobot, which we can't use because we have full... So there's that thing. Let's try a... We'll summon a creature from this level to come and help us. That's 3 seconds of invincibility, which went by very, very quickly.
Time to perish.
Let's try this like all minions. And I Clearly I used the 2-0. Get another minion to come and help us. This way, if you need to take down his, like, the red minions, and then the boss will respawn.
Light protects.
What do I have here?
Take this.
I need to get in and do some damage to the boss here. Call in another minion to help him.
Time to perish.
So I don't have great consumables for this, unfortunately. So it looks like we will beat the boss. We will beat him. So that's like one level of this. So we got 41 points. And we get to move on. If you fail, then you have to start all over again. And the same way if you make it all the way to the end boss and of the whole thing and lose, you got to start all over again. But there are some persistent bonuses that you can gain, and I will show you those when we get back to the main map. Okay, so we got enough points, picked up enough orbs, and for the next one we have 41 out of 45, so it's a given on the next one we will get another boon. So I can reduce all damage by 2, 10% attack speed, 8% damage, or increase drop rate of health blows by 20%. This is a boon that will cover us through this entire run, but it's not permanent. So as soon as this run ends, it will go away. Another way that you can gain permanent bonuses is the quest tree, which, as you can see, this one is for frontline or higher and the grand return. Those are the two levels that I can't show you yet. In the Crucible, though, I've gotten everything. So finish a campaign, win or lose, and you gain these permanent bonuses. 10 health, 5% crit chance, and a bunch of cards. So beat 15 enemy arenas with your companion surviving, collect 100 points. These are all permanent bonuses. And I can imagine if you get all of these, your character is going to be substantially, more powerful. There is also another way to gain points, and I'm trying to think of how you get there. Maybe you can't do it. We're gonna go ahead and concede. Oh my god, no. Maybe you can't actually access it while you're in the while you're in a current campaign. So as you can see, for the level that I beat, I got 31 gold. So you take that, you go into click on Fortune, and that brings up a Wheel of Fortune. I only have 73 coins, so I can't show it to you guys. But like, that will spin and you'll unlock cards, more coins, shards, which allows you to forge unknown cards, and stuff like that. So then those cards are forever yours in your deck, making your deck stronger. Definitely cool. As you can see, I have the big swinging deck for my Squire of Light, which somehow had cards in it that I can't even use, but... Okay, this is the other character. His name is Volko. I haven't used him that much, to be honest. I struggled when I used him. I'll do a quick run with him, and we'll see if we can do anything positive.
Welcome to yet another exciting round of Forced Showdown.
I really like this game. I can't wait till I can show you videos using the other characters and the other levels. This game is out on the 29th of March. I'll be able to post videos of the rest of the content, I believe, on the 23rd. This is a Steam exclusive game for right now. The other Forced games did come out on console, so we can always keep our fingers crossed. This guy has a melee character. You can charge your attack. Then he has this attack. And then he has a shield, basically. So you want to check over the things. Try to find the ones that are... that you like. 2 toys gives you... You start with 2 consumable cards, but it adds enemies. So it's a balancing act. if you haven't beaten the levels yet, I would say just take the easiest way out so that you can actually beat the levels, which will get you, you know, will help you through the quest chain and whatnot. I don't want to start with either of those.
Play cards.
And we got pretty good, but obviously we can't use some of these. We're going to use Ooze Shiny in the first round, which will give us 35% chance to block. Now, how block works in this, it's just an overall chance to avoid damage. You don't have to actually physically block. Those mines hurt, man. Oh, and also left trigger is like a big, like, thump with your hammer. I'm not good with this character yet. It's completely my bad. I'm basically almost dead on the first level. There we go. We'll let the, and of course I had a heal and I let it go, which was obviously smart on my part. Comeback Kid would obviously be very good to take right now. Let's use Mana Boost also, and use Squire Buff. Just why not? Because we're probably gonna die.
Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Did get a little bit of health there, so that's good. You want to stay out of those searchlights if you can.
Completed.
Let's do Shock Helmet. We're getting hit anyway. I mean, we're the melee characters, so. This guy is kind of like a treasure troll in other games. Like, you want to beat the shit out of him so that you can take the... That's your currency. That's how you get your cards, so you definitely want to abuse that gentleman. Oh, jeez. That was almost death. Also, your mana does not carry over, so if you have cards you want to use, it's best to use them. Most of them are a permanent, for this run, boost anyway, so there's no reason to hold on to them. But some people are hoarders and think maybe I want to save those cards. I mean, they're permanent for this run, so... We're gonna use this to gain 1 mana and gain 80 health. That's not a heal, that's just a straight up add 80 health to your HP for the rest of this round. I've got to get out of those red circles, man.
I be sending a little gift to you.
Of course he's gonna go in the middle of that freaking minefield. One more hit. There we go. Always pick those up, just in case. You always want to get those boons. I think this is a fantastic game. I mean, it's so much fun. And I just swung the hammer. I had difficulty playing it with the keyboard setup, but with a controller I did do substantially better, even if that doesn't show here. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look at what my cards are. Now, see, there we go.
Flames rekindled.
We have Hypnotized and Rage Potion. Okay, so we have 3 Hypnotized. That's good. Again, you want to stay out of the searchlights if you can. Those mines.
Enemy in sight.
There we go. Grab our point there.
Arena completed.
Oh no! It doesn't really matter, but you hate to let anything go, right? Again, man, we're getting really good card drops. And again, this is the default card deck. So, you know, there's stuff in there that maybe is not suited to my play style of dying constantly. The mines are kind of irritating, but they serve their purpose.
I descended a little bit.
Arena completed.
There we go. Somehow we've made it to the boss. But again, this is one boss. Then you have to beat another level just like this one. Then you have to beat a mini boss section. Then you have to beat 2 more. Then you have to beat the big boss. I think that's how it works. Okay, so this is it.
Let's light it up.
Take her up, boys. Fire in the hole. Get moving,
You don't get anything for busting those. They make a point of telling you anything. Yeah, so that's it. That's Falco. I'm not very good with Falco.
Ooh, even I
Hopefully you
felt
get the
that one.
idea.
Let's hope our
Hopefully if you like the
contender
video,
doesn't-
you'll check the game out. It's really good. It's called Forced Showdown. It releases on Steam on the 29th. And on the 23rd, I will post more videos of the other characters and the other levels. As you can see, you have the Crucible, Frontline, and the Grand Return. So there's a lot of content here. We may have enough to use the thing now. Oh, of course not. So that's the game. Like I said, I hope you'll check it out. I think it's a really good game. If you like the video, make sure you check out the game Forced Showdown on Steam. Also, give me a follow here on YouTube, and I also stream at twitch.tv/MarkFusion. And thanks for watching.